Poe and Munro.
Caller online. After Frankie. He's the only one that knows it.
Frankie's dead. We imagined all that.
So we take the call then? Who is it?
Hello?
He will die if you let him.
Frankie?
The boy... The order you do things is important. I've seen them all.
Is this a prank? Frankie's dead. Who is this?
Listen, just listen. She will lie to you. She will get away. She will kill the boy. You can't change that.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't have the lines between the dots. I just see the final picture.
I don't like that, Poe.
Me neither. And here's Yvette on line 2.
I love your show.
Thanks, Yvette. I love your accent. What's your question?
My question is, do you care about people?
That's a strange question.
It's an AMA, Munro. Ask me anything literally means ask me anything.
Yeah, I know. But do we care about people? Yes, of course.
Speak for yourself, Munro. I'm an animal lover myself.
So you don't care about people?
No, I do care about people, just I care about animals more.
So you care about animals more than people?
Present company excluded, of course.
So that's a yes and a no.
Wait one moment, Yvette. So if I was crossing the road at the same time as a cute bunny, and you could only swerve and save one of us, you would choose the bunny?
I'd save you, obviously.
Well, that's reassuring.
I said I'd save you.
And how long did you have to think about it?
I like to consider things.
You have a split second.
Well...
Save me or a cat?
You.
You said that quickly to get on my good books, didn't you?
No, I'm not a big cat fan.
Oh!
What?
Does that answer your question, Yvette?
Yes, I think so. I do have another dilemma.
Maybe we can help, Yvette.
I'd rather not say on air.
That's all right. Happy to help. It's about time for a short break anyway.
Stay on the line, Yvette.
We'll be back in 5 minutes to answer more of your AMA questions. Until then, here's something slightly more interesting instead. We're off.
Yvette?
I've got a hostage.
A hostage?
He's a boy from August I.
Why is he a hostage, Yvette?
I had a crush on him, but he turned out to be unpleasant.
So you kidnapped him?
No, I tugged his drink.
Is he okay, Yvette?
Not really. He has not woken up yet. But now that I've spoken to you, I'm probably just going to let him die. I like animals more than people anyway. Like Paul.
Yvette, I was joking with Munro.
Thank you for your help.
Did you get the number?
No, it's withheld.
Maybe she was joking.
We should call the police just in case. Tell them what was said.
Really? I'm not sure.
Why aren't you sure?
I don't trust August police.
They're the police.
Exactly.
We don't even know who's been kidnapped.
Yes, we do.
We do?
Do you even listen to yourself reading the August update?
Not really. I normally drift off.
You drift off?
I imagine myself at the opera. I'm on stage, and there's this beautiful young lady in the front row. But she's dressed like a cat.
Okay. Let's circle back to that another day.
So what are you saying?
We work the case ourselves.
That boy could get hurt.
Not if we hurry up. Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watts had gone missing.
Ah, yes, I remember. He'd gone to a friend's house after school and hadn't come back.
What are the odds that Yvette has got Joe hostage?
Almost as high as Yvette not being her actual name.
I know the headmistress from the high school. Maybe we should talk to her.
Or maybe the parents. They asked for the story to be run.
Don't you want to go back to school?
You clearly had a better childhood than I did.
I still have my cheerleading outfit.
That's settled then. Let's talk to the headmistress first. What's her name?
Dallas Umber.
That's a strange name.
She's a strange woman.
Take a seat, both of you. Whilst it's admirable that you're returning to complete your education, you're a little old for this institution.
Sorry, you're mistaken. I have a degree in cryptozoology.
That's not a real degree.
It's okay, Po. She's messing with us.
Really?
Yes, I'm eccentric, can't you tell?
Well, we're here about Joseph Watts.
And there was I thinking I was going to be on the radio.
Joseph is a pupil here, though, right?
He certainly is. Head boy and heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
He's a good-looking lad. Generous nature, always helping people.
Any idea where he could have gone?
Probably at some young lady's house whose parents are away.
He went missing yesterday, and we had a caller on Radio August who said they'd kidnapped him.
Kidnapped? Oh, sounds a bit far-fetched.
We're looking for him, so anything you can tell us would be useful.
You'd be better off talking to his form tutor, Miss Clay, but...
Nice whistle.
Thank you. Do you have a specific question?
What do you use it for?
Blowing. It makes a noise.
I know, but for running or sports.
Do you know how hard it is to keep teens with raging hormones in line?
Hard?
Well, less hard with a whistle. It's like Pavlov's dog. Blow it, and they know something bad is coming.
Do you know any pupils called Yvette?
Not recently. Why, are you looking for someone called Yvette?
It's the name of the kidnap.
And by recent, you mean?
Well, I was at school with an Yvette, but that was many moons ago. Not in August. Different country, actually.
Well, we should be off now. Here's my number, if Joe turns up, or if you think of any place he might be.
Thank you, Mrs. Umber.
It's Miss Umber.
Miss Umber.
You too, take care. August's not the town it used to be.
What's our next move, Munro?
Who did she say Joe's teacher was again?
Miss Clay.
If we can find her address, we should visit her.
I think she's staying at the guest house.
Why do you think that?
I saw a bill on Miss Umber's desk.
Let's go see her then.
We could. And there's also Joe's parents.
Unless they've kidnapped him, I'm not sure how much help they'll be.
Worth a try.
Sure. It's not like Frankie told us to hurry up or anything.
You have news about Joe?
Is Joe still missing?
Yeah, missing. Since yesterday.
We thought it was a prank, but we had a caller on the radio, a girl. She said she was holding Joe hostage.
Live on the radio?
No, we were off air.
Good. Have you told the police?
We thought that should be your decision.
Thanks. Thanks for letting me know.
Are you going to call the police then?
I'll have to think about it.
It's not always a straightforward decision, Po.
Although the police are supposed to be equipped for this sort of thing.
If that's all, I've got an early start, and I'd like to have some thinking time of my own.
I do think it's a mistake not to call the police.
Thank you for your opinion.
If you're not going to call the police, you might as well let Munro and myself look into it.
Just tell me if you find out anything.
Of course.
Can I ask a few things?
Sure.
Can you tell us a bit about Joe?
He's good. He is good. He did a marathon last month to raise money for Dorothy May.
Dorothy May?
Yeah, she's an 80-year-old with a acoustic neuroma. He helped her with it. He mows the lawns for the old folks around here for free. He's really good.
Any reason someone might want to hurt him?
I've been thinking about this over and over again, and I just can't think of anyone who would.
Nice whistle.
Yeah, that's Joe's. He's a runner.
I run too. Is that him in the photo?
Yes. That's when he just passed his driving test.
Has he got a car?
No, he prefers cycling.
Do you think his dad killed him?
You think Joe's dead?
If Joe is dead, I bet his dad killed him.
He's just upset.
Why isn't he out looking for Joe himself?
He's probably over the limit.
He didn't seem that drunk.
Functioning alcoholic. I tried that on for a while.
Really?
We haven't got time. Come on.
Sorry, yes. What's next?
I think we should go to the guest house now.
You're right. Possibly should have done that first.
I'm gonna talk to Miss Gallagher. You find Miss Clay.
Why don't I talk to Miss Gallagher, and you find Miss Clay?
I don't trust you talking to other redheads.
Hello?
It's Alice. Alice Munro?
From the radio.
Yeah, from the radio.
What brings you here, Miss Munro?
One of your guests, actually.
Well, I'm happy to chat, but you will need to help me strip.
Oh. Okay.
The bed?
Yes. Of course.
We need to strip the bed.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, that's how I do it at home.
I'm assuming this is about Miss Clay. She is my only guest.
Yes, the school teacher. One of her pupils has gone missing. Well, being held hostage, actually.
Hostage?
We had a caller on the radio. Someone calling themselves Yvette said that they'd taken this boy, Joe Watts, hostage.
Watts? Oh, yes. The family's been in August for a long time. They manufacture and sell fireworks, of all things.
I love fireworks.
Ghastly things. All that metal in our drinking water. Makes my thyroid throb just thinking about it.
They're fun though, right?
If you're an unethical hedonist,
I will Google that when I get home.
do.
Did you ever meet Joe Watts?
Never met him. August High is a grammar school though, isn't it? So, presumably he's clever enough or rich enough to be there.
And Yvette?
Yvette. Yes, I did have an Yvette stay here last year. I think her family were just passing through though. Her mother was an electrical engineer for a big television company. She did fix my reception though. Do you think that's her?
Was she Britishy?
Oh yes, Britishy. That quintessential accent of the United Kingdom.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
It's okay, Miss Munro, I'm just teasing you. No, she was Russian.
Yvette had a French accent. If you think of anything that might help, please give me a call at the radio station.
Surely you want me to call the police if I notice anything?
I'd rather you called us first, if that's okay.
Do the police know what's going on?
His dad doesn't want the police to know.
Very well then. I shall do as I'm told.
Thank you. I know we're gonna find him.
Hello? Yes, I'd like to report a kidnapping, please.
Well, I didn't get much out of Miss Clay. She said Joe was a litterbug.
So she's an eco-warrior.
Yes, I wish we could have recycled our meeting, actually. How was Miss Gallagher?
Kinda dominant. I liked her.
Maybe I shouldn't let you hang around with other redheads.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Let's circle back to this later. Did she say anything useful at all about Joe?
She said Joe's parents sold fireworks.
I suppose that could be useful. Anything else?
She said the only Yvette she knew was Russian, and an electrical engineer, so I'm guessing that's not our Yvette.
Did she say anything about Miss Clay?
Not really. I probably should have asked more questions. I got distracted.
Seems we're out of leads. I'm still up for visiting the headmistress again.
We could drill Miss Gallagher some more.
Give it up, Alice.
I'm trying.
The headmistress, then?
Miss...
Denied. Let's see Dallas Umber.
Want to play good cop, bad cop?
Do we have to?
Okay. You be good cop, and I'll be bad cop.
You're going to rough her up?
No, just if you think she's not telling us everything, leave it to me and I'll get the goods.
I'm not going to lie.
I would. She's coming.
Back so soon?
Miss Umber, is there something you're not telling us?
No.
Very well, then. We'll be on our way.
Oh, wow, good job.
She said she's told us everything. There's nothing else to see here.
Wow.
Thank you for your time, Miss Umber.
Wow.
Good night, Miss Munro.
Wow.
Yes, you can do more of that in the car. Let's hurry along.
Wow.
Well, we're at the guest house.
Wow.
Come on, Munro. You know I'm a gentleman.
Thank God for women, then.
I'll talk to Miss Clay.
Fine. I'll talk to Miss Gallagher.
Good luck, then. Let's hope Miss Clay is less frosty.
Any news on Joe?
No, I'm sorry. I actually had something to ask you.
Oh, really? Well, I'm not sure how much use I'll be, but go on.
Are you married, Miss Clay?
No, I don't believe in it. Anyway, like I said, I never settle anywhere for too long.
Where was your last school?
This is my first appointment in quite a while, actually.
But before that?
Well, this is my first appointment ever.
I see. Does Miss Umber know that?
Yes. It's on my CV.
And your CRB checked?
Yes, It's called DBS now. I'm clean as a whistle.
Sorry, I just wanted to check.
Well, teachers don't usually get employed with criminal records.
And you had no other jobs before this one?
I've had plenty of unpaid fundraising jobs. Not usually something you put on your CV.
Fundraising?
Yes, oceans, rainforests, some small charities you've probably never heard of.
And they're all environmental charities?
Yes, Mr. Pope. The earth needs saving too.
It's funny that you said Joe was a litter bug.
Why?
Because that's something that must upset you, considering your choice of charities.
Do you think I'm a kidnapper?
No, you don't sound like Yvette. Just trying to make connections. Miss Clay doesn't seem to know about anything, unless it's an eco issue.
Maybe you're just not prodding her in the right places.
You're welcome to talk to her, too.
We don't have time, Poe. The good news is Miss Gallagher gave me a name. Wes-Marie Bolton.
Excellent. And the address to go with?
Hunger Lane.
Off Beaconsfield Drive. I know it.
People don't normally want to hear what I have to say.
We do. We want to hear about Joe Watts.
If I tell you what I think, they'll topple my meds.
Well, we don't want to get you in trouble. Just tell us what you can.
Don't be silly, Poe. We're not going to tell anyone. You can tell us anything.
Just tell us what you can.
Have you spoken to Miss Clay?
Yes, she's told us everything she knows.
I doubt that. I think she knows what happened to Joe.
What's happened to Joe?
There was this after-school club. Green for Life. It's pretty political, actually. I'm not sure why they allowed it.
Whatever you can tell us.
It's about saving the planet. Miss Clay is pretty militant about it. You know, planting trees, recycling, handing out leaflets, that kind of thing.
Sounds kind of good.
Well, it isn't.
Clubs in August become cults, Munro.
We had to write up a table of our class. Those with the most impact on the environment were at the top.
You were in the club.
How else would I know about it? I'm only telling you because the top 3 have gone missing. Joe was 3rd on the list.
Have you told the police all this?
I'm on antipsychotics with a history of mental illness.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I hope you find.
Any idea where he might be?
No.
Hey, you have a whistle too? Like Joe?
Yeah. We ran together sometimes. It's for start-stops.
Guest house.
Or Miss Umber, or the parents.
Really, Poe? She just said it was Miss Clay.
Yes, and Miss Clay said they'd never spoken. Maybe she's just got it in for her.
This is a mistake, Poe. But I think the headmistress will probably be more use than the parents.
Okay. Miss Umber it is.
Yes. Green for Life, I know of it.
Miss Clay's kid...
Joe!
Joe!
Joe?
Joe! Joe! We're too late, Alice.
No. No. This is all our fault.
He wasn't eaten. He was murdered.
We think Miss Clay had something to do with it.
Vet, she's the one the police should be finding. Do you have her voice recorded?
Yes, we record all incoming calls.
Do the police have it?
I already sent it over. I'm sure they're working on it.
I guess I'd better go and identify Joe's body. Whatever's left of him.
August's wolves pretty much eat anything. One time, there was a whole school bus of children and...
Poe, I think you can save that story for another time.
Of course. Sorry. We're sorry for your loss. We'll see ourselves out.
Frankie gave us a warning. Did he know?
I'm having a hard time with this whole Frankie thing.
Where do you think Miss Clay is? No one can find her.
Far away from August, I should imagine.
I feel responsible.
Don't. It's not like you made all the decisions that led to Joe's death.
If they ever invent a time machine, I'm coming back and I'm saving Joe.
Good luck with that. Maybe he was always doomed.
That's gloomy.
Fate and destiny, Munro. It can't always be changed.
Do you think the whistle means anything?
I blew one and couldn't hear anything. It's some kind of dog whistle.
We never found out who Yvette was either.
Some things will always remain a mystery, Munro.
À table, Yvette.
Un moment, maman. J'ai fait mes devoirs.
Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Munro.
We have a special treat for you tonight. Madame Baratsky claims to have helped hundreds of clients discover their previous selves. Munro, are you ready to meet your past self?
I was born ready. I'm Elizabeth. That's what you were going to ask, isn't it?
Dark Nights
With Poe and Munro.